Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Scarlet Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Got his man downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Ducks are marching down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. And the Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Steps away. He wants it all. And that pass was knocked down, but I think this flag is going to negate a good defensive play. The defense is in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll run play action. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Snagged in the middle. It's Weber. Pushed down for the tackle.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the kicker delivers to 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. There he goes! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a first down here to open the period. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Fires to the right. Holds it in. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Campbell. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Campbell. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Sheffield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great...
Turning it on. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Power football with the run. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
A 1st and 10 for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Moore will throw. Trying to set up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, they got a lot of trust in this running back on these big downs to go find a way to get it done. On that fourth down, that is a huge play in this game, and he delivers for his team.
Looking to throw on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now the 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled a 2-minute timeout. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Moore to the air. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Good, solid tackle. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And the kick is good. And, guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Catch in the middle, it's Weber. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd down play from the gun. Moves away as he feels pressure. Crosses the 30. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Campbell. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And the Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Weber. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Scarlet Knights are on the move. They'll try the run. Oh, better look out. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sheffield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Scarlet Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Black. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Scarlet Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Going right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off-play action on first down. Fires left. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
He's got him this time. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Laterals it back. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. First down for this offense. Moore will throw. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duff. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Strong. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Campbell. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Duff. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He'll keep it on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The Scarlet Knights are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Fires to the wideout. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he brokered the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to make the tackle. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to the air. Quick strike complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They want to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Whittington. And he runs into, maybe, got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are in this area of the field, fourth and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Scarlet Knights are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. It's Raymond. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Scarlet Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Plows through the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself, finding open areas. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Moore will throw. Plucks it out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Wants to throw on 1st down.